This video is less suited for a younger audience than my usual content. Regardless, I still hope you enjoy. Hello! So, this is going to be an interesting one, at least to start with, and a very different type of video on the channel. But, yeah. So, what this is this is going to be a very podcasty style video, so feel free to just listen. And me and some of the people in UBL, some of the mods, are actually going to be discussing about the PRs for UBL singles. This is because I'm participating in singles, and yeah. So you've got Fat Rat, which we know very well. Snom, who is not participating but just modding and knows a lot about singles. I think Cannor is joining as well, and potentially Airstream as well. Well, they go by Air now, but yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna probably put on some nice chill background music, audio levels. I'm gonna hopefully sort out immediately. But yeah, just enjoy. Very different style of video, but I figured this would be fun to record. So yeah. Anyway, let's go say hello, shall we?
Anymore.
Hello.
Hi, Winda.
Hello, Linda.
Good morning at, what is it, like 7? I don't know what time it is over there.
It is 5 p.m. However,
Oh,
I
Yes, I did
still.
the time conversions right.
However, I
didn't.
did just wake up because it's me and I have a terrible sleep schedule.
Let's go.
Same.
Dude, I felt so uncomfortable. I set an alarm for 9 because I didn't trust myself to be, like, conscious by 11 because I'm in Texas, so CDT.
Yeah.
And I was like, how the fuck are you guys awake at 9 in the morning? Freaks.
I can't hear the acronym CBT ever again.
I said CDT.
Oh.
Oh my. Oh no.
Central Daylight Time.
Oh.
It's actually funny because at Domino's we have an item called the crispy chicken bacon tomato like specialty chicken, and I've been trying so hard to get everyone to call it the CBT. I've been trying so hard to no avail.
You are the worst.
I will happily call it that.
This is DJ CNB coming at you live from Poggers FM. One of the most legendary quotes of all time.
It really is.
So someone put that on a cold recently, and I just had to sit and listen through it all.
Fucking ball torch Terminator.
Someone just put that on like a bot, and I was like, "Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much."
I'm just gonna put that there.
Oh, why would
Fucking-
you?
Well,
This
all of this on a shirt. I would happily wear that.
How long have I've been recording for 3 minutes, and this is what we have. And 1 minute of that was me trying to introduce what's happening.
No, this is exactly what's happening. You should do a series where it's just random shit with Snom and Rat for no good reason.
Yeah,
If you
no.
walked in earlier, you would have heard some very interesting conversations.
You know what? I don't know if I'm glad or not that I wasn't here.
You definitely aren't glad. I think we should we should recount what happened while Winda was not here.
Vaporeon.
Oh no, nope, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Vaporeon's all I need to hear to know where that conversation's going.
That cotton pasta has ruined Vaporeon for every human being around the world. It's not fair.
It is not fair, because I actually like Vaporeon.
I love Vaporeon.
But, like...
It was Vaporeon and not Sylveon.
Oh, I don't want to think about that.
Moments like this make me glad my head is permanently empty.
Yeah, I realized last week how much of a commitment it was for me to think, and I was like, this just makes so much more sense.
Just exist. Just become a single-celled organism.
That's what I've been doing for the past 17 years.
Same. Linda, how many cells do you have?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I probably started with more and just deteriorated over time.
That's a huge move.
Wait, why is the text for everyone's first two picks a larger font than the second, than the rest?
In what? In singles or VGC?
In rosters singles. Like,
Oh. That's probably a me thing, honestly.
Yeah, because see Rats, Torn, and Gyarados, and they're like huge fucking letters compared to Victini, Nidoking, Bronze.
Yeah, that's honestly probably me when I was trying to format stuff. I actually tried to learn how to code this and gave up because I didn't understand. And then I was just like, "Hey, Lyric, can you help, please?"
Yeah, fun fact: the way I passed comp day this year was by looking up all the answers and then asking Lyric for help.
We don't deserve Lyric.
This year.
Oh, dude, thank God for Quizlet.
That was like 90% of my grade right there.
Yeah, I'm just glad I did it online where you could cheat without anyone giving a fuck.
Exactly. And then I went back to physical school and I cheated anyways.
This is
I
true.
shouldn't be saying this on a recorded video, should I?
Probably not.
You should upload this on your YouTube channel and then forward it to the Floridian school districts or wherever.
It's fine. No one knows who Rat is.
Hello, my name is Rat and I live in Antarctica.
The Antarctic Rat. Ugh.
That actually sounds awful. Just being a rat in Antarctica, you just have to hold that.
That's I mean, could rats survive in Antarctica?
Probably not. Everything is trying to kill everything in there.
That's true.
I mean,
But there's so many cool animals in like the poles.
Yeah, they're all pretty cool.
So you got seals, polar bears, and penguins. They're like all like.
Penguins.
Penguins slap. It's
I
a
have
crime.
personal grudge against penguins.
It's a crime that they haven't made a good penguin Pokemon, and you can't change my mind about that.
You're not counting Empoleon, really?
Empoleon is fucking garbage.
Oh, that's a hot take.
I hate Empoleon. One of my least favorite Pokemon of all time.
Wow, that is hot.
I hate that thing.
Wow.
I thought the PRs would be the hottest take.
I hate its design. It just looks bad. The only good-looking penguin Pokemon is Piplup, and it's a starter. It's a first-form starter, so of course it looks good.
Empoleon reminds me of a waiter that got recently divorced.
Yeah, honestly, I can see that. Empoleon reminds me of like the expectation versus reality Aquaman meme. That's what it reminds me of. But instead of Aquaman, it's Poseidon for some reason. Or no, Triton, I think it is. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think Trident is the fork.
No, like it's based off the person Triton in Greek mythos or something. I don't know.
Oh, the guy from The Little Mermaid.
I think I don't fucking know.
What's the name? Ariel's dad, the one that won't let her leave.
Oh yeah, that one.
Wasn't that Poseidon?
No, it's not. I don't think that's Poseidon.
Who is Ariel's dad?
We're supposed to be doing PRs, and we're like, who was Ariel's dad?
King Triton.
There we go.
Window is more of a Disney boy.
Google gave me who is.
Oh, no, honestly, no. It was just the fact that I had a DVD of The Little Mermaid 2 that I watched way too much as a kid.
The Little
I had
Mermaid
a
2?
VCR.
Yes.
The second one?
Yes.
Why?
I don't.
Yes.
There is a second one.
What, didn't they also make like a prequel, or is that the one you're talking about? They made a prequel where
They
tried
did
to
a
say that
prequel
Ariel
and
died.
a sequel.
They made a prequel where they tried to say that Ariel would die, and it's like there's
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that one. But I did hear about that one. Where they tried to kill off Ariel in the prequel. To the
Fish sticks for lunch, everyone.
and then in the sequel, Ariel has a daughter and she tries to go back to the sea.
I don't like that.
Oh wait, how would that even work? Would it be like regular human reproduction, or would it be like fish reproduction, or would it be like a combination of both?
I don't know. And these are things that you try not to think about.
We here at Disney Network stand bestiality.
I mean, there is the Beauty and the Beast.
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly. Cannor, you chose a great time to walk in.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Cannor just joined in. Oh no.
Hey, he missed our other conversations, so I mean, good for him. You're a talkie thingy.
Like the legitimate first time I ever talked to Window, I hear about you guys talking about bestiality.
Oh, you never heard
we haven't talked before? I thought we had.
Winda, I've never talked to you before.
How have we not talked? It's weird because we're the two content creators of the UBL.
And we've never once talked.
Why
Which
would
I
we?
thought of, and I'm like, where did we do it?
I have
Anyway,
no
when is
idea.
this whole conversation on recording?
That's why I'm stealing
So we
you.
know.
Yeah. I'm stealing the recording, by the way. I've already started recording.
Good. I really hope you just take recordings of just this shit and just post it. Like, not even the power rankings itself.
Oh yeah, no. The power rankings aren't a part of this. We haven't discussed. I've just got the teams on the screen, and we're just talking about like.
We're talking about Vaporia.
How did it come back round to bestiality of all things? Why are we like? What is wrong with us? It started with bestiality, and then it somehow ended. It kind of joined, and it somehow ended at bestiality.
Would you like an itemized list in 11-point Times New Roman font, single space? What is wrong with us?
Speaking of I guess just typing things out. Do we want to just have a doc where we can just type thoughts and stuff?
I mean, I already wrote down my org for where I placed the team.
I
tried
definitely.
to record it.
Oh, I definitely did not give any thought about this. I'm very much going off the dome.
Oh, I haven't thought about it at all. I just thought that I'm the best, clearly.
Yeah, I see the two teams on the left, and those two teams are really broken, and then I look more to the right, and I see Rad's team, and I'm like, okay, yeah, so there's not all that good. Sorry, man, I had to do it.
No, I'm not people are hyping up my team. I'm not sure if it's the best. I think it's got issues, but
Oh, it is. It's the best team in the
Honestly, I don't know if I agree with that.
I would say top.
It's better. It's better synergy and better.
I think Air and Lyric are the clear standouts.
Yeah, definitely. Those two have extremely strong teams.
Yeah, just every part about them is really strong. I feel like Winda, I feel like your team can struggle to deal solid special offense reliably.
There is a team I feel has gone a bit unnoticed though, like the what's it called? The
I haven't looked at
Gengar's team.
Oh, with Colt Melee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of dismissed it because I saw Mega Manetric, and that's just really, really bad. It's a really strong offensive team, though.
It's very hyper. There's a couple hyper offense teams.
I mean, it's to be expected. Just coming off VGC, where support isn't as necessary. In singles, in my opinion, you need a lot of support in order to facilitate well.
But yeah, there's the.
Teams is also pretty cool.
No, it's not. It's stall. Fuck you. Wait, they dropped Sableye. Never mind. I didn't realize they made
Boys,
trade
today
transactions.
we are running stall.
I hate you.
Wait, we have to do it. Boys, today plan is simple. I've been practicing really hard for that.
Why am I here?
I ask myself that every day.
You ask yourself every day why you're here, just to suffer.
You're the one who causes the mental
It's a mental breakdown.
Someone get me a kazoo.
It's such a fire fucking gif. I love it so much.
Oh.
Every time there's AP tests.
So we all agree I am worst team in league, yes?
No.
No,
No.
Sorry,
bad opinion.
That would I don't like saying there is a definitive worst team, but unfortunately there is.
But I do.
And
I do. I like saying that a lot.
I don't, because I don't like being harsh on people, but it has to be the Tasty Talks approach for me.
I disagree with that. I
No.
think you and Beedrill are fucking amazing Pokemon.
Yeah, and then the rest of the team doesn't do anything. I literally looked at it and said, okay, show me an answer to Zardex, and it doesn't have one.
Hey, Azumar's pretty good against it.
Dude,
There's
man,
It gets like +1, it gets 2 KO'd by EQ.
Just bandit aquagenic.
Like,
Nothing
it's okay.
left on it.
Show me a resist to Stone Edge Earthquake on that team.
The edge fake? Yeah.
Maybe?
sure.
No. Oh god, there really is nothing, huh?
Yeah,
nothing,
there is
yeah.
literally no. There are like
If-
four. There's like 4 or 5 ground weeks, and a flying type.
And the flying type is minier, so it doesn't really count. So
Yeah, so yeah, that's my issue with the team. Like, it has no switchings to ground. Like, it's got a Zoomerl, which can kind of deal with it, and Mew, which can kind of deal with it, and that's it.
Like, okay, this team has, let's see, this team has at least 9 Pokemon that are good with support, and then because they're all good with support, there's no support to give those 9.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue. Like, it's offense that like needs something else, and it doesn't have that something else.
None of the attack stats on any of the Pokemon are that high. Like, there's Emboar, Beedrill, and Azumarill, and then everything else is kind of weak in comparison.
So,
There's like
who
Toro,
needs-
which is
needs-
okay.
I
Why
think
not?
Tauros is good.
No, Taurus is good. But
yeah,
again,
Tauros is a pretty good revenge killer.
yeah.
What's up, Cannor?
I said, why have support when you can have Malamar and discourage Sticky Web?
I was very surprised to see you actually take Malamar, considering how much I shit on that thing.
I've never once seen you talk bad on it. I know it's an awful Pokemon, but just the
Then it'd
fact
be
that
funny if it
have, like,
works.
discourage web. The thing is, the fact that it can somewhat discourage webs makes it at least somewhat viable.
I guess.
Um,
I
You
don't know.
have
Like,
Rapid
Malamar's a
Extra Drill
Pokemon.
and Sand. You have Salamence, which is immune to webs. You have Swellow, which is immune to webs. Like, you have 3 flying types, and you have Zero Aura, which always runs boots.
Okay, we're talking about Cannor having a lot of levitate mods, but look at Winda.
That is true. Also kind of has Mega Diancie. Yes, I realized this. I think I have like I think I got scarred because in GSC season 2 I got 6-0'd by a Lando T, and I think like that kind of scarred me. So I just drafted all the ground immunities.
Nice. Yeah, you just have 5 ground immunities.
I just have
Like,
5 ground immunities and only 2 flying types somehow.
Charizard.
Yeah, 6 if you count Charizard pre-Mega.
So here's the thing. You know how I said I didn't want to draft 3 flying types again?
Yeah, you did that.
Flying types.
Salamence
Again.
isn't even that good. Like, Salamence is pretty bad in my opinion. I really don't think Salamence is good.
Fight me. It's better Gyarados.
No.
That's not a
wrong.
high bar.
Poor Garrett. What about Mega Gyarados?
Moist
Mega
Umbreon,
Gyarados is
the
also
best Mega
awful.
in the game.
Mega Gyarados is also trash. What's up, Eric? You get to listen to us.
Speaking of flying types, Air has joined us.
Eric, congrats. You have one of the 2 best teams by far. I think...
Yeah, it's a really good team. I was worried. Honestly, I looked at it when, okay, how is this going to round out? And it rounded out well, so I'm okay with it. Like, it's really, really good. Like, I thought it was gonna drop off hard.
Originally, on your original team, I was like, I have no idea what Winda's doing, but it's Winda. He can probably make it work.
I was talking, so I literally just couldn't make the team work. I was like, I want to do Rillaboom, I want to do Mega Blastoise, I want to do Alecki, and that was the whole idea. And I just couldn't make it. And I just couldn't make it work. So I just went, screw it. The original plan is still in the pool somehow that I was gonna go with anyway, because I want to sweep everyone in this league with Zardex. That's it.
When I saw all those transactions, I was hoping you dropped Registeel, but no. I keep the
No, literally, like, it was
on.
that and Florges were the only 2 mons that were, like, on the, like, still in the original plan. And then as soon as I made the new plan, I just started drafting things that I knew I was going to be wanting for the new team anyway. And then...
I'm gonna be... Oh,
You guys
sorry.
wanna know what's very cool about the entire draft? Like, everyone's draft.
What?
No one has Ice Resist.
It's true, none of us do.
No one does have an Ice Resist.
Has Ice Resist.
I
do. I have all of them. Every single team in the Ballpark lit. Team builder. Everyone has red for Ice. Resist.
Yeah, like my fire type doesn't resist ice. I've got a bulky water and I've got a bulky water and a bulky steel, and that's it. But then I've got like, and then I've got
that's
3
usually
ice
what most
weeks.
teams have.
Yeah.
And no Ice Resist is gonna be fun for the team with Kyurem.
Yeah.
I have thought about it. I can deal with any form of Kyurem.
No, you really can't.
I thought about it.
I've definitely seen Kiro versus Floor and seen Floor just lose.
I'm going to raise you ways that I will beat that on. Also, I've figured out a way to deal with DD.
Just dodge the Specs flash cannon. Easy.
Honestly, Winda, I'm not a really huge fan of most of the mons on your team. I think, in my opinion at least, I don't like Azel. I've already said I don't like Florges. I don't like Galarian Moltres. I don't like Versium and don't like Amala. So like, I feel like with those 5 mons, it's
Like a grandpa who fought Nom. Back in my day, we didn't have these cool Pokemon.
no, it's just like I just don't know what they can really do because Galarian Moltres, it tries to be a bulky sweeper, but it doesn't have the tools to really do either of those things.
Hey
Fleur
man, sweep my entire team. That kind of says something. Well, it's like fitting.
Yeah, I mean, you have stuff against it. You have Feeny, you have Drill and Sand, you have Gigalith, which kind of just fucked it over immediately. Same with Zero.
I mean, I have...
Yeah, it's like, so the idea is just like, I originally wanted, like, I didn't know if I would get Kamala or not, so I knew I wanted a dark type, so I wouldn't just lose to anyone who drafted Spectra, which granted no one did, but yeah, like,
yeah.
Why did no one draft?
I was kind of... Is Mandibuzz still there? I feel like
Mandibuzz is still there. It was something I was looking at, but then I realized I had too many flying types.
Mandibuzz is gone. Yeah.
Oh, Mandibuzz is gone.
Is it the guy who was Saul?
Yes. Well, okay, it was stall. It's not as bad now.
Yeah, he got rid of Mega Sableye, so his team's already exponentially better.
He got rid of Mega Sableye and he got rid of Pex.
His team's actually pretty solid. I'm gonna be honest.
I really like the grassy terrain and toxicity to discourage earthquakes, which
and and Heatran. I would still bring ground against that, mind you.
because there's still the Heatran and the toxicity.
Yeah, like you're still like like that is a really good team to support Rillaboom with like Zygarde and Heatran. Like this, it's a really good team to support it.
And like neither of the grounds really care much about earthquake because I think Swampert gets high horsepower.
Yeah, it does.
He gets 1,000 arrows.
Gadrill, watch out. Specs Gadrill. It's gonna
Spexcadrill.
Spexcadrill with Steel Beam. Let's go.
Let's go.
Does Spexcadrill get beat Beam?
I wish. Dude,
if it did, I would be so happy.
Why did they take away Hydro Pump from Excadrill? I'm so mad they did that.
Honestly.
They did?
Yeah.
Return Hydro Pump Excadrill.
Give Excadrill back Hydro Pump.
That's
a way to deal with fire types.
It really does. It's
Excadrill needs a way to deal with fire types.
I think people should have used Specs to Hydro Pump Excadrill to deal with Hippowdon and Landorus. No, I think that's the way.
Power Ice. Just one tap Landorus, because Landorus is bad. Landorus is bad Pokemon.
Landorus, awful Pokemon. Trash garbage.
I know, it's actually a garbage Pokemon.
Yeah.
How do you actually just get beaten by the worst type in the game? Like, fuck, wait, Leavanny does too. Shit.
Leavanny gets beaten by all of the types of the game.
Yeah, because Leavanny has the single worst type in the entire game.
But hey, it beats ground. Also, no. Grass Ice is so much worse than Bug Grass. Abomasnow is way worse typing.
What's worse than just Bug Grass?
Ice Grass. Yeah, I'd say Ice.
Only type in the game.
Yeah.
They're basically weak to the exact same thing.
Yeah, but Abomasnow is like Ice is just a worse type than Bug.
Yeah.
Like defensively. Yeah. Like obviously
like, in general, honestly.
It is the worst defensive type in the game, and I will take it to my grave that normal is one of the best types in the game.
No, I don't agree with that. Yeah.
It isn't. The issue I have with normal is like I have to have a reason to draft a normal type, and in singles I find that more. In doubles I don't.
I don't even think there's much of a reason to draft a normal type in singles, because if you're just using it for Spectre, then you should have a dark type already, and you should have.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes I can't get a dark that I like, because I'm really picky on darks. That's my issue.
Your team can't really get swept by Spectre because you have a Registeel and a Florges.
Like, you know who does?
Yeah, then they nasty plot in your face and you lose.
I
Yeah,
think
but you
I
break
get
its substitute with Moonblast and it can't heal itself.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
Oh, doesn't.
But also like
I'm
yeah,
genuinely terrified of Lyric because he drafted that fish again.
the wish
Your
cash.
team is so Whiscash weak. Why
Hey,
did you do
yeah!
this?
You did this to yourself. Your team is actually so wish cash weak.
It's so.
Why?
It's actually.
Literally, like
I think you genuinely don't have a single wish cast switch in.
you Lyric literally can set up +2 wish cash on your team, and you actually lose.
You have to shake on using heat-proof bronze on though. You have to shake on heat-proof bronze on.
I mean, I'm not a man of honor when it comes to wish cash.
This one's the ultimate counter for Spectrier.
I said Ursaring, but it's probably
No.
Obstagoon.
On my team, because it's Pog. You just run Specs, Boomburst, Swallow, and I can't lose.
Spectre is
What's your
faster.
guts?
Actually, oh wait, no, wait, no. I guess Dark Pulse
Just
still
run
kind of
Scarf
hurts.
Spectre are easy.
Spectre is faster than Swallow.
Spectrier's
Yeah.
faster.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't really have enough coverage to one-shot it.
I think Dark Pulse does like 70% minimum.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
base 145 special attack is still kind of.
Let's actually count this right now because I'm very curious.
I am also
I'm
very
confident.
curious.
Alright,
Swallow
let's see.
Swallow has like
I-
no defense.
Swallow is way too expensive just because it can do funny with
Spec.
funny.
That's why I'm surprised you took it. I was like, what the hell?
Standard set does not
No,
include
no,
Dark
it's-
Pulse because it's hex set. Timid Leftovers does 62 to 74% to no bulk Swallow.
So Specs Dark Pulse has a 70% chance to kill you in one hit, and that's without taking rocks into the picture.
So Mr. Snom, do you want to know exactly the reason why I drafted Swallow?
Fun.
Funny burst.
Funny boom burst.
No, actually. It's
You
the
wanted Guts,
fastest
didn't
Guts.
you?
I only drafted it because it was the fastest Guts Pokemon. Otherwise, I would have taken Eradicate. If it
That's
had
what Harriak did.
I would have taken Raticate, honestly.
It has more attack than Eradicate. That's also why I took it.
Does it? Oh wait, yeah, it does. Raticate's 81. For some reason I thought it was 97.
In speed than Eradicate. So I can
I
actually
mean-
run.
But the thing about Goon is that it's just such a good breaker. Because like it hit no team has a really solid switch in for Goon.
I love how this
No.
whole time we've
They
just
do.
been
I will-
discussing everything, and we've only ranked one team.
Yeah, okay.
And it's the
let's
worst
start
team.
talking about the teams.
I feel so
I will-
bad. Actually, we didn't even
So
we didn't even definitively agree on that one anyway, because
Yeah.
like
Okay, guys, I think we should start. I think we should probably go Flowerman Finion first as a first team. Top
Yeah.
left. Alright.
Wait, why not go 10 to 1? Go worst team to best team.
Because you're the only one who thought about this.
Yeah, because you guys are losers and didn't do your homework.
It's
No.
true.
no, because you already did this once.
No, I didn't. I got through 2 teams.
You can go through 2 teams
I didn't even get through 2 teams.
because your
through
recording
one.
got interrupted.
By my little brother. He was like, hey, Connor. And I'm like, I made that exact.
Is that what happened yesterday? Jesus.
Yeah, it was
I had to
9
keep my
points.
siblings
I was
quiet,
recording my
Chris.
PRs. Wait, I was recording my PRs. My brother walks in my room and he's like, hey, Connor. And I'm like, oh.
I would love that audio bite. Just like, get the fuck out of here.
I did not say that because he would have told my mom.
You know what? Fair.
Yeah, that's very fair.
So instead of being, you know, a responsible citizen and actually going back to do that,
You
What
just
I
went to
did-
sleep.
so what I did was I smacked them up like, gah, 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 smack, smack, smack.
With a pillow or your hands?
I just recorded my game breakdown, and it was such a bad video. It is actually, I'm embarrassed that I uploaded that video and thought it was quality. But I didn't want to do another tape.
That's a mood.
Hi, you're talking to probably the lowest effort content creator on YouTube. I wouldn't make. I didn't even make a thumbnail for mine.
Hey,
Hey, when-
you could always be worse. You could always be Mizkif. You could always be.
True.
Last night, I was watching your videos for that watch time, but I was being a little narcissist, and I only watched the videos that had me in them.
That's.
Look at this little narcissist.
I've done the same thing before.
No,
Okay,
Jordan-
okay.
Jordan-
You if you are very smart, you would notice something about the views on videos on my channel.
Every video that has a me is higher.
No. The
Why?
most watched videos on my channel are the ones that I win because those are the ones that I watch.
Nice.
I will
You know, literally the one video of UBL that Jordan uploaded on his YouTube channel was me beating his ass in quarterfinals.
Oh my goodness.
Like, just railing him.
Honestly, you guys are way too hard to him. Like, he's a good guy. Like, I've
No,
actually,
he's genuinely a good guy, but I found it so fucking funny.
I think like he just had a bad. I think he just made a bad first impression on.
I think so too. Yeah.
But he is genuinely incredibly nice. He's one
Yeah,
of the nicest.
he's really well-meaning. It's just sometimes phrasing stuff is hard, which I mean everyone has that issue.
Yeah.
happens to the best of us. He's a great dude, honestly.
It's just I just got kind of pissed off because he was like I just didn't want to take 3 more challenges because I'm like I'm very small brain. I just want to focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah. It was just like miscommunication as well. Yeah.
I mean, I think he's a genuinely great guy, and I've loved talking to him over on VBLF, which I need to upload videos for because I won my last match because I 4-0'd someone with fish art. Not even a
I
lie.
battled him
Nice.
in SPS's VGC division. He's a genuinely a great dude.
Yeah,
He
he's
ran-
awesome.
He ran Sandvale Garchomp against my Sand team, so I'm never forgiving him for that, but fair enough.
Why did they allow Sandvale? I'm never gonna allow Sandvale or Snowflake
I
just
don't
because I
know.
hate Fuego. I hate Fuego so much.
Sandvale doubles funny.
And the thing is, I was running Sand Rush Dracozolt, and I thought I was Hustle after that missed.
Is there
I
any
really
is there any Sandville mons that like only have sun? No, because everything has hidden abilities. Yeah. So I know in
Brad, I'm meet you with Malamar. Watch out.
I remember watching a video a while back that like banned Sandvale in Gen 3, and people
Yeah,
were
so
like,
so Cacturn had to go to Ubers or something like that.
yeah, Cacturn had to get banned from Gen 3 because like they wanted to ban Sandvale, and people were like, oh, why are you banning Cacturn? It's like because Sandvale is dumb and no one was using Cacturn anyway. Stop
Oh,
complaining.
my goodness.
But now it has Water Absorb as a hidden ability.
Yeah.
Oh no, guys.
Sandvale isn't even banned anymore.
No, guys, I'm being a Johnner right now. Oh no, I'm gonna get cancelled.
Oh, are you Johnning?
My only-
Okay,
My
I have
only
to say this now. As someone who came from a different community that has Johnning as a completely different meaning to
community?
Draft League community, it like because
Isn't going to the John considered going to the bathroom?
no, I've never heard of that. No, because like I'm used to like the Reggie thing where it's like, please, no
No
Johns,
Johns.
and that's like no
There's no
excuses.
excuses.
But like,
No excuses.
but like, I've never heard it calling it Johnning.
I didn't know what that was until you
I
said it.
didn't either. I was so confused.
I just know I got spammed with John or emotes in VPL, and that just scarred me.
So, here's the thing. When I first heard the term Johnner, I had no clue what it meant, but I pretended to know what it meant, and I
Oh, I don't.
pretended to know what it
Right, I
meant
do
to
that.
this
Do
day.
that so often, where I pretend to know what something is because I don't know.
I still don't know what it means to be a Johnner.
I just assume it just means like people just stalling the draft.
Eric's just spamming the Johnner emote in mod chat. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I got Pog Porygon too. I'm going to.
You did get Porygon.
Yeah, you
Okay,
just got-
guys.
You just gotta
Guys, we should actually start these power rankings. I feel like.
maybe.
I feel like we fucked around right now.
Okay. Okay.
I
So.
can-
So, first off, Flowerman Finion, by my good boy Lyric. He got Garchomp, Coco, Mega Aggron, Slowking, Tangrowth, Alolan Raichu, Umbreon, Whiscash, Talonflame, Hitmonchan, and Clefairy.
Thank you for doing that
So,
for all my
bonus
audio
points?
listeners.
Bonus
Well,
points for the Alolan Raichu.
yeah,
But
though.
I take back all those bonus points because of Whiscash.
Yeah, even though this team has Whiscash, this is unironically one of the best teams in the league, and that's actually hilarious to me.
It's-
Honestly, sick.
It's
Can we
really.
just make Whiscash? Can we make Whiscash 20 points next season, please?
No.
Yes, it's too powerful.
Thank you, Winter.
You're just bad.
Yes,
So
I am.
like, like I don't know how Lyric managed to do this. Like, so the thing, so last season, of GSC that I played in, someone had Lando Coco. And they ran a train through the entire league. They went like 10-1. It was crazy.
Nice.
So now Lyric's got Garchomp Coco, and
Which is even better.
that's terrifying. It's like,
He's also right.
and then Alolan Raichu with the electric terrain, and like a really, really good defensive core. Like Amoonguss, Aggron, Slowking is so, and Umbreon.
Well, I mean, now he has Tangrowth because he wanted the ground resist. So
Oh right, yeah. It's not updated on the not updated on their like page.
Oh, it's still a really good regen core though with Slowking Tangrowth. Like it's
Slowking Tangrowth's like really good.
There's a really good
the
hazard
only,
game.
thing the only thing I genuinely dislike about the team is his Wish Passer shares the same weaknesses as Aggron.
Yeah, that's kind of
Fighting.
true. Yeah, it shares a fighting weakness, but also fairy types just bounce off Aggron. And
Yeah,
so
it's very true.
Umbreon just baton passes into Slowking. Good game, shaking
Yeah.
hand. Because this team is also really good against fighting types because it has two fairies, two psychics, and a flying type.
I'm not, as much as I want to, I don't really count Clefairy as a Pokemon.
I do
I-
honestly.
I count Whiscash as more of a Pokemon than Clefairy.
No,
But, like,
I definitely don't agree with that.
Genuinely, I've used Clefairy before in draft. I absolutely love it. It's actually a good amount of value. It's got knockoff,
Yeah,
Thunder
I
Wave,
agree.
Rocks, Wish.
It has a lot of roll compression because you can do like knockoff, Thunder Wave, teleport, top world.
And for 3 points, what a bargain.
I guess.
Plus it gets seismic toss too, so it can still disrupt.
I guess Seismic Toss. I guess. Okay, so no, that shouldn't sway me. I don't know. Like, I just feel like you bring knockoff and it invalidates. You bring anything with knockoff taunt and it just invalidates the Pokemon, which so many Pokemon get knockoff taunt.
I mean, that's kind of true, but Clefairy was just kind of like, we need a rocker, because I'll be honest, I did help Lyric with this team. But we were like, we kind of need a rocker, and Coco as our only fairies can be kind of shaky, so...
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's very fair. Also, why are you saying... why does it sound like you're apologizing? Like...
I don't know.
Like,
I'm sorry,
like,
maybe this one
like,
was-
Rat helped Air. I helped Cannor with the end. Like, I talked to Lyric. Lyric didn't do anything, granted, mind you. I just basically just, like, started just, like, throwing all of my thoughts at a wall, because I literally spent 5 hours staring at a dock, basically, trying to figure out how to fix my team. And this is
Yeah.
how I ended up doing it.
Actually, really happy with my team. I only got one snipe, and that was Registeel. How could you, Linda?
Because you've shown, it's your fault. You showed me the light of Registeel. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Registeel's
Okay, that's
broken.
fair.
It's like now in the 2 of the 3 singles leagues I'm in, I have Swirlix in 2 of the 3 singles leagues I'm in, and in both of those I've had to ask them to add it to the dock because it's not on there.
They're going to regret. They're gonna make Swirlix a whole 2 points next season.
I've seen that happen with, like, Quilladin before, because, like, no one talked about it, and then someone just uses it, and it's like, oh, fuck, this thing just gets spikes, and, like, leaves
It's bulky with
it's
Eevee, like,
really
yeah.
annoying.
I was considering it for GSC Season 3 because it's low tier. And, like, that and Grottle were both 4 points, and I was considering
Yeah.
one of the two. But I didn't have very... I had Fortress as my rocker, and I was like, well, if I've already got spikes, like, I may as well take Grottle.
Yeah.
Grotto Poggle.
But yeah, going back to the Flower Mound Finions, I mean, it's just a very versatile team. It's very offensive with the Garchomp and the Coco. Talonflame can hit hard. Aggron is obviously no pushover, and then obviously there's Hitmonchan variants that hit pretty hard. And of course there's the Alolan Raichu and Electric Terrain, which every team has to respect. Great defensive core, good hazard game between setting and deflogging, and pretty good momentum as well. So yeah, I definitely think...
In finals for Speedle, I faced a team with Coco Chomp, but like, what Lyric has here is infinitely better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it just supports it supports itself very well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I guess my only issue is it feels like a lot of the time, like, there's the 3 removers, but, like, I guess Hitmonchan, like, not really. Like, Hitmonchan can remove, like, fine. But, like,
Yeah.
Talonflame and Coco, I think, often want to do other things as well.
Well, I mean, Talonflame I could see defogging more just because nowadays it's more of a utility.
Yeah, it's
Pokemon
more of a
than
utility mod
really
nowadays.
Yeah.
So, but, like, yeah. if that's your main defogger and then like it gets caught off on a knockoff on a switch in, it just
Yeah.
kind of it's a lot more dicey. But then again, you don't have many rock weeks anyway.
Yeah, because aggro resisted, dark time resisted, and obviously you have the
Yeah,
reason
if
core, and you
anything,
have
I would
to
say
have
I
the
wouldn't even
cooldown.
say that's the most scary hazard for this team. I would say the most scary hazard for this team is T spikes.
I was thinking
Honestly,
webs.
yeah.
I was thinking webs, honestly, but yeah.
Yeah, webs. I'd agree with that.
Pretty much every hazard except for self rock, because you stack some spikes and then all of a sudden Agron's on the timer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. I
But
don't know.
yeah.
I feel like sometimes Aggron can just get away with running. No, you can't run rest really, can you? With Coco,
No, you can. Oh yeah, with Coco, that's true. You can't.
it's a little more dicey to run it. So like
Yeah.
you're more
Yeah.
relying on wish passing from
also-
Umbreon.
Also, Raichu isn't like solely reliant on Coco, because Raichu's a fairly solid Pokemon outside of.
Yeah, no, it's not bad
terrain.
outside. It's not bad outside terrain either.
Especially for an 8-point Pokemon, just because it has pretty solid special attack. It can set up. It has good coverage.
Good speed.
Yeah, good speed and 110.
Like their speed twos are really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would like. Yeah, no, I do agree. It's probably top 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I might put this second personally, but I think there's a very, very difficult argument between Air and Lyric. But we'll get to
Yeah.
Air teams later. I think now if you go to the Everton Espeons, let's just go.
Yeah,
left to right.
well, I'm just gonna make some notes. Lyric top 2. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to rewatch this video so many times when preparing.
Yeah, Lyric is an S tier team.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, so next up, Everton Espeons. This is Windows team. So this team has Landorus Therian, Mega Charizard X, Rotom Azelf, Florges, Registeel, Galarian Moltres, Virizion, Weezing, and Kamala.
Winda also did a team breakdown on this video, so if you want to watch that, it's on Winda's channel, obviously. Where else would it be?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, it might also be in the plugs channel of the UBL if you want to check over there. Is it in there? I don't know.
Why are you guys doing my job for me? You're so nice.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment for the algorithm, or else. Where do you live?
And make sure to
I'm probably-
Windows streams. Donate, give all your Twitch primes, boys.
A fun fact, I actually might be doing more streams in the future because I've got a new PC coming. Don't ask why I got the new PC, mind you. It's a really bad reason.
Hey,
Give Winda
dude,
your
you
money.
have a PC. Yeah, give Winda your money.
savings. No,
It's a really bad reason for ordering a £2,000 PC, but I did order a
Oh,
£2,000.
God.
It's okay. We can get that back to you with enough Twitch Prime.
It's true. And me
Please,
playing.
Window, why didn't you get a lighter PC though? I just have to ask, why didn't you get one that's lighter?
I don't get it.
Because you're British, so pounds in America is a form of weight.
Pounds are what you weigh things as.
Yeah, because we use the customary system. We're dumb and stupid. Air, you use the metric system. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry, that joke broke me.
Oh my goodness.
This is the price you pay for being British.
This is what I get for being British. I hate you all.
Good. Yeah, Air, I agree with you. The metric system is so much better.
I make my joke, wasn't that funny?
I'm sorry. You know my sense of humor doesn't exist.
Yeah, you made a pun around rat. This is what happened.
This is very true.
Oh no, I am now rat.
Okay, I'm gonna drink some water. Oh god, I'm out of water. Oh wait, no, never mind.
Okay, so while Red is recovering, let's go over this team's strengths. Landorus is one of the most versatile Pokemon in the game, and in draft that's a godsend. You of course have Mega Charizard X, which pretty much has no switch-ins. I can't really think of a Pokemon that doesn't get 2-hit KO'd by this thing after a Dragon Dance, and has solid bulk to get that Dragon Dance. Rotom, really solid utility Pokemon, one of the best out there. Defog, Will-O-Wisp, all the good stuff. Azelf can be a good rocker, good offensive Pokemon with Nasty Plot and all that. Florges, good defensive Pokemon, nice pivot, good cleric, all that sort of stuff. Registeel, really good, really bulky, really annoying. Spreads status, can set rocks with punch. Hits decently hard with like body press as well. Galarian Moltres is a decent defensive piece, especially with witch support. Fire Wrap is really nice as well. Dark Flying Suit coverage. Virizion, Makes for a good sword stance sweeper. I think it is kind of shaky that Verizion is the fastest thing here.
It's not.
Wheezing of... It's not?
Azelf.
Wait. Oh, right. That's all. I keep forgetting things exist. Yeah.
You can't just discount Exalt. You just can't discount Azelf as a Pokemon because you don't like it.
I mean, I discounted it because it's bad.
That's a mood.
I would use out of the Lake Trio, I would use Azelf last of the three. Wheezing, I mean, it's good with neutralizing gas, good with levitate too. Gives you T spikes, which more hazards is always good.
My only real issue with this team is it feels extremely setup reliant.
Yeah, it does feel very setup reliant. I don't see like a big breaker outside of Charizard X, and even then that thing kind of needs a speed boost. Because Landorus can't always cut it as a good like Scarf breaker, I guess. Just because it's very reliant on Earthquake for most of its damage, so if you bring in a Flying type, it really does not like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like the mons that you're gonna see, like the Pokemon themselves, are gonna be kind of predictable. Like the top 3 are coming almost every week, as is Registeel, and probably Florges as well. So I feel like I don't know if there's a lot of flexibility with what can be brought. This is kind of something I'm seeing.
That's very fair.
But I mean, if you want a more thorough, in-depth analysis of what this team is and what it does and its strengths and weaknesses, I'd say go check it out on Windows channel because you're already here. And once you're watching this on Cannor channel, then go there, subscribe to both, do it. It's a good idea, I promise.
It is a good idea.
I am not
Fantastic idea.
recording. I'm not recording this. I'm
Oh,
walking my dog. I'll do
You're not
it.
recording this? Oh shoot.
No, I'm.
Go subscribe to Cannor.
Is your dog listening to this on Spotify?
Yo, this on Spotify.
But
If
yeah.
I have a pulse, subscribe.
So
If you don't have a pulse, I'm very worried.
I guess I should, like, I know, like, Azelf obviously looks out of place, but basically the whole reason for it is, like, you look at the top 3 mons, and there's no special breaker, and, like, Azelf is a special breaker, and that's, like, the reason for it. Like, I needed a fast special breaker for this team. And
Azelf is pretty solid with an Astroplan set, but, like, I think it's kind of outclassed by Zam a little bit, just because, I don't know, neither of them have a lot of coverage in general. Like, Azelf has Fire Blast, which is nice.
it has Fire Blast, like T-Bolt.
Gets T-Bolt? I don't know. I know it doesn't get Ice Beam, which is
Yeah,
good.
it doesn't get Ice Beam, that goes
It
to
doesn't?
Mess Spirit.
No,
It's just Fire Blast, Thunderbolt, it gets Knockoff, which is really cool.
Yeah, it does get some nice utility between Knockoff, U-Turn, and Stealth Mark, of course.
Yeah, like, I can just use this as, like, Suicide Lead if I need to.
Volt Beam coverage would be amazing for Azelf.
This is also a pretty solid hazard. It's also a pretty solid hazard game in general. It sucks that regular Weezing doesn't get defog, even though Galarian Weezing does, but
yeah.
Rotom and Landorus and Florges all get defog, and they're pretty solid at it because they're bulk.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget good old Kamala down there with Rapid Spin.
Oh, I'm gonna forget it. That mon is really bad.
No, I've looked at this mon and I'm like, no, this mon's good. This mon's good for 5.
Is it? No, I just don't think it takes that many hits. And
On
it's
the
really
physical
solid.
side, no. On the special side, yes.
I mean, does it? It has really low HP, so it's kind of like
Yeah.
Flareon in that regard.
Yeah, it's like, this is like, I look at this Pokemon and the first thing I thought was, this thing holds an Assault Vest.
I feel like if I were to get like a lower tiered normal type, I'd rather get Kecleon.
Yeah, but
That's
I was originally gonna go Kecleon, but then I needed Rapid Spin.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like with Zardex, like, you need hazard removal. Like, that's just the whole like
Yeah.
thing with it, because you need to be able to remove hazards with it. And
Mhm.
just like a team without Rapid Spin with Zardex just feels bad. So like, sure, it's a cheap one, but like, it still works. It functions.
Yeah. All help is good help, unless it's
Pretty much. But yeah, I think overall it's a pretty solid team. I just think it can be a bit homogenized in what it can bring, but the Pokemon themselves certainly have versatility and they have pretty good power. Because like Registeel is just always going to be annoying to break through, and it can do a lot of different things with its little tools it has. Same with Charizard X, honestly, to an extent.
Yeah.
And obviously, it feels like Landorus and Rotom can just do anything they want to, just because of how good they are in general.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
It's
I think
like,
it's overall a solid team.
yeah, I think the trick is, like you say, like, it's the top 3 mons are almost always coming with this team. Like, it's very clear about that, but like, what each of them are going to do, I think, is going to be the question.
Yeah, Because
Yeah.
like even then, like Charizard X can like be a mixed breaker or whatever. 'cause it has,
Yeah,
one
yeah, like
special
it's
attack.
still, dude. Don't sleep on Tank Zard.
No, bulky Zard X is actually really solid.
It's so good. Its
You can
defense is
stack
like
Dragon
so
Dances.
good.
And
Yeah,
it's only weak to Rock, Ground, and Dragon, I think,
yeah. There's only 3 weaknesses.
which is a pretty decent defensive profile.
Definitely.
And
it-
Redsteel and Landorus love taking those hits.
yeah. So
I-
it's definitely a bit like one trick. It kind of
Yeah.
like but like at the same time, like the
I
tricks
definitely
the
put-
tricks work well.
I definitely put this team at like 3rd or 4th place.
I would not put it that high, to say the least. I'd say like if Lyrics tier is an S tier, I'd say this is like the top of B tier. That's kind of where my head's going. Because I feel like the lower tier Pokemon like Moltres and down could have been used for better stuff at those points. I know it's kind of hard to find some good stuff down there, but there is definitely some good stuff down there.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
I will not I will like the other 3 fine, whatever, you can do whatever them, but Weezing you can't talk me out of.
Yeah, I think Weezing
I
is
trust
pretty solid.
Weezing.
Weezing is a
I've
pretty good
seen
role
Windy-
progression Pokemon. It's pretty good.
I've seen Windows replays of GSC with the Weezing, and that thing is surprisingly scary.
Dude,
Yeah.
it 1v1 Melmetal.
Oh,
Weezing-
when are
Weezing-
you running Infestation Weezing? Come on, you
It's
gotta
also
do that.
worth noting that Weezing is the only Pokemon in the game to counter Mega Mawile. The only one. Everything else gets destroyed by it except for Weezing.
Oh yeah, cause gas.
It's just Kanto Weezing is the only thing because neutralizing gas. is
Yeah.
the lowest.
Yeah. But
That's-
Infestation Weezing, come on, you need to do that.
I've already done Infestation Dragapult, okay?
That sounds
You have
so
to do the
fun.
sequel.
That sounds so fun.
Toxic Infestation.
Did you,
Pain
Snom, did
Spray.
you not see the Infestation Dragapult?
I didn't. No.
It was beautiful.
Oh, I 6-0'd someone with Infestation Dragapult.
It was the most amazing. It's on Windows channel, I believe. So if you want
Yeah,
to watch that,
so
go.
they
This is why you need to subscribe to Windows, ladies and gentlemen.
so like they had like
Epic 6-0s.
they had 2 answers to sub Dragapult, which were Mega Houndoom and Sylveon, and I just bopped them both with like Life Orb Entei, and then the rest of their team was like Scarf Urshifu,
Oh,
Porygon
okay.
2, Mr. Rhyme, I think, and Skarmory. And they had
A remake.
and so I just like subbed up on something. I think like the P2 as it tried to T-wave me, and then I just and then the Urshifu came in, went for Wicked Blow as it was scarfed, and I disabled it, and it had to switch.
Oh, I
Nice.
love the Infestation Pulse will always be the best set.
Well, speaking of Dragon Ball, the next team we're going into is the Montelimar Gengars, who
Yeah.
has probably the best Pokemon in draft. Not probably, it is the best Pokemon.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball itself.
Easily. Of course,
Anyway.
this dude was first pick. What do you expect?
Yeah, Montelimar Gengars, their team consists of Dragapult, Tapu Lele, Urshifu Rapid Strike, Ferrothorn, Crocodile, Moltres, Mega Manectric, Galarian Weezing, and Exploud. Right off the bat, this is Hyper Offense taken to the extreme, and I feel like most people who know me know how I feel about Hyper Offense drafts, and that's that they all kind of suck.
Okay, so I don't know you then.
Yeah, most Hyper Offense single drafts just kind of suck. I feel like if you draft Hyper Offense, 4 times out of 5, you're just gonna get outplayed, and you're just gonna be the worst player on that day. But if you can be the better player, it's really powerful.
Yeah, it takes a certain type of player to pilot Hyper Offense well.
Yeah.
But even then, like really strong balanced players can like just predict around it at times, and I personally like out offensing Hyper Offense. That's something I find really fun because it's just like you didn't think that my fucking I don't know Toxapex could have an offensive purpose in this match, but no, it's knocking off your items and it's chipping shit down with helmet and like
Did
some
gunk
spicy
shot
stuff.
saved lives.
Yeah, CB gunk shot too. CB regen packs.
I
But,
hate
like,
that those
I feel
words
like-
that just came out of your mouth, to be honest.
I feel like this team, more than any other team in the league, would love Sticky Web. If this team had Sticky Web, it would make so much more sense.
Yeah,
why I
because
do
like
Swirl
the
and
the
Swirly.
speed gap is so big between like Urshifu Urshifu Dragapult.
Well, I mean, there's Mega Manectric, but Mega Manectric is really not good. It really struggles.
I'm not counting that as a gap. That's still a
Yeah.
40-point
A
gap.
ground type, you should be fine against Maniac Trick.
Yeah, and
Where's
this
my
team,
ground type?
it's not like
Yeah, I have
it's not like this team is like even that good against ground types in general. Because the water type, Urshifu, I mean,
It's not
there's no real
bulky.
bulky water. Ferrothorn is neutral to it, so it's just kind of Moltres is immune and Weezing. And most ground types have rock moves. I personally love Smackdown on ground types. I know this is just a me thing. I love Smackdown ground types. Because then I can just smack down into Earthquake or Weezing and it dies.
Yeah.
Or just Gravity, what's it called? Gravity Earthquake.
Yeah, Gravity Earthquake, but I mean Smackdown also gets it done.
Yeah, because of
Yeah.
Moltres.
But
Like,
of
it's
course,
just...
yeah. This team cannot be underrated because Dragon Bolt is incredible, Tapu Lele is incredible, Urshifu is really good, and Ferrothorn gives spikes to all of them, and it also gives solid speed control with T-Wave. I
Yeah.
think this team's going to very, very heavily rely on Ferrothorn support.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like, Ferrothorn Moltres is, like, a good, like, combination for, like, defensive pivoting.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid defensive core.
But, like, then you're
Um,
not... Then you can't use your Moltres, like, in any other way. Like, it feels like every mon on this team, other than Dragapult, is, like, really stuck in its role.
Yeah, I agree with that. They're very stuck.
Because it's like... And then again, it's like, you know Dragapult's going to be offensive, it's just how? You know, is it gonna
I mean,
is it gonna be
duh.
Specs? Is it gonna be Dragon Dance? Like that's really it.
And
It's
a lot
gonna
of
be
the time you
Janet
can
Dragon
figure that
Dance.
out.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
a lot
if
of
you
the
look
time
at your
have to figure that
team-
in battle.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I feel like this team would just... If this team had Sticky Web, it would be a lot better, and if this team had a better Mega than Manectric. Like, I feel like the big stinkers here are Manectric and X-Cloud by a long shot. Just because they don't really do that much here. Manectric doesn't really hit that hard, so it can't really take advantage of the fact that it has Overheat, which is kind of like its main selling point, is that it has some way to hit grounds, but Overheat does like 40% of the most bulky grounds at most. And then X-Cloud with that webs is really underwhelming.
yeah, because then you're like really forced into scarfing it, and at that point, like, what are you bringing X-Cloud for when you have a Lele?
No, I think you always go Specs, but yeah, you just have Lele, which is kind of out of class.
Yeah, like X-Cloud doesn't like. Again, it's like I would say, oh, they wanted a normal type for Spectre, but one, no one drafted Spectre, and two, they have a really good answer to Spectre anyway in Crocodile.
Yeah, I'm really
Incredible.
surprised no one did draft Spectre.
I am too. Spectre is really good.
Spectre is really good. It's really scary, but I don't know.
I'm surprised no one picked it up in Grace. It's like, that one's incredible.
I didn't expect you to hear that. That was the worst joke I've done in my life, and if you want to kick me out of this server, I'm okay with that.
Alright,
Alright, see y'all tomorrow.
peace.
Did you just do a pun on my holy server? Not my server.
He
at all.
actually left the call. Okay, sick. Well,
He's now
Yeah,
able to
I-
pretend like actually no singles. Cloud best Pokemon in the format. X-Cloud, unbeatable. It has speakers.
I mean, that's how it was. That's how it felt like in 66. It was just punk rock boomers. Good game, shake my hand. Then again, that was my 66 team in general.
2016 is fine. X-Cloud is just awful in general. Like, it's just bad.
Not with Tailwind support. Then it hits like a truck.
X-Cloud has 91 special attack and attack.
Forever.
Yeah, but punk rock boomers, it screams so loud.
Welcome
Oh,
back,
We're
rats.
still talking about 6v6. Oh,
Yeah, I'm thinking 66.
I was talking normal.
I mean, hey, the best swallow set is Scrappy Boomers. The next one has that too.
That's not even true. Get out of here. Everyone knows it's Scrappy Quick Attack. Get out. Look
Anyway,
at this.
rating on the Montelomere Gangers. I'd say this is like... I'd say this is probably bottom 3 or bottom 4.
Yeah,
Like, that's...
this is a team on paper that like it's very hyper. This is a team that completely depends on the player, in my opinion.
It feels very min-maxed, I will say. It feels very min-maxed.
Yeah, this is a team that like needs like the pilot has to know what they're doing. Which if they know what they're doing, by all means. I don't really know Leonardo. I don't really know
just 'cause-
Leonardo
I
that
think-
well. But if they know what they're doing with hyper offense, they can make this work. But like on
Yeah.
paper,
The pieces are definitely there for it to be a good team, but I'd say like maybe the bottom of B tier. If again we're doing a tier list, I'd say the bottom of B tier. I think it has the potential to be really solid just because of how strong the top 6 Pokemon are. But they're gonna have to really lean heavily into the playstyle and into their just aggressive reads and stuff. Which is why I'm not a huge fan of Hyper Offense because it's very inconsistent
Yeah.
compared to more balanced styles.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say Mattelmer did fairly well, but obviously there's
So
still
like
stuff to
I
improve
kind
in
of just put like
playstyle.
low B/high C.
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, next up, Shannon Shaman, coached by Paraic, who is probably one of the better singles players in this division that I know of, at least, because I don't know who everyone else is. Paraic has the Urshifu Single Strike, Clefable, Kyurem, Gliscor, Mega Venusaur, Delphox, Empoleon, Vikavolt, Raticate, and Alolan Vulpix.
I assume the Alolan Vulpix is just there to let Kyurem fire off Blizzard.
Either that or just to look cute, because Paraic likes Alolan
I mean
Vulpix.
Veil.
That's fair.
It's 61 base speed, isn't it? Isn't it like really slow?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, I
really
think so.
slow.
How fast is Vulpix? It's base 65.
65, yeah. I remember because I had to go against Cannor once. Thank you, Cannor, for using Weather Ball Thunderous to Oko my Landorus.
That was my idea.
Yeah, and I didn't even know Weather Ball worked when I was Max. Let's go.
So, sometimes
I'm-
the worst idea is the best idea.
Yep. Anyway, so
I
this
just
team...
want-
This team is Urshifu with webs, pretty much. I think the worst part of it is the fact that Delphox is the fastest Pokemon. That's by far
Yeah.
the worst part.
Oh yeah,
I
like,
was
oh
just
wow.
about to say that. Like,
Yeah, this
a
team
lot of
needs
teams are
webs.
gonna be able to-
This team necessitates webs, 100%. But like, because Kyurem, Urshifu, and Raticate are all in the same speed tier, and Raticate's like a decent breaker, but obviously the main selling point is just Kyurem and Urshifu with webs, because they're unwallable.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this team can be like if you have good removal, you can out offense this team.
Yeah. I feel like this team also kind of struggles with flying types. Like Kyurem is there to check
Yeah.
them offensively, but other than Kyurem, it's just kind of
I think
Vikavolt.
the main issue is it's because it's its so top heaviness, like this
But
is
also this team has a phenomenal defensive core. Like
Yeah.
Gliscor, Venu, and Empoleon are so good together.
But I
Yeah.
feel like that defensive core is a bit undermined through the fact that so many teams are going to be able to run fully adamant, fully modest, mixed.
This is true.
better.
yeah, like
Yeah.
teams can mitigate the fact of this, like mitigate the massive offense just because they can run more bulk.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that kind of forces Periac to run Scarf a lot more.
Yeah, and like Scarf Urshifu is still really good, but then you're not banning it or life orbing it.
Yeah. I think Scarf Urshifu is kind of a waste, just my opinion. If you want Scarf Urshifu, just ban it Sucker Punch.
I agree with that.
But look, this team definitely has potential. I think this team could definitely be pretty good. I think Clefable and Gliscor are two of the best Pokemon in draft simply because of how versatile they are. Like they're
Yeah.
so incredibly versatile, as are Kyurem and Empoleon, to be honest. I think Vikavolt is one of the best web setters in this game. I think it's between Vikavolt and Rabambi, honestly, for the most reliable.
Another thing is they don't really have a ground resist. They have 2 immunities, but with Gliscor and Vikavolt, but it can still
Yeah.
struggle a bit against grounds.
I think you can struggle
Yeah.
against a lot of things just because it feels like this is somehow like despite just looking at the Montemelia Gengars, I probably butchered that saying. This is still somehow the most top heavy team.
I
Yeah.
feel like, there's just a lot of Pokemon that exist that like 6-0 this team. Like, this team 100% gets 6-0'd by Latios. You can't tell me otherwise.
Like
Plus,
sub
the fact that
Latios.
this- No, just like Specs Latios just destroys this team immediately. This team doesn't have a really solid switch in just because like Draco
Yeah.
Meteor, Psychic, Aura Sphere. That's all it really needs.
Latios gets Aura
Did
Sphere?
anyone even draft them?
Yeah, I guess Aura
Yeah.
Sphere this gen. That's the main reason.
Ah,
Or even Thunderbolt. Even Thunderbolt, honestly. I forgot I'm pulling on just weak to that.
yeah. Like
I also think this team gets a lot worse by the fact that boosts are a thing.
Yeah.
yeah,
think
just
like
boot
this-
stop webs.
Yeah, boosts just stop webs. And there isn't really good knockoff support. There's Clefable and Gliscor, but those Pokemon have really bad form Moosehot Syndrome. Same with Mega Venusaur.
yeah. Empoleon gets
I've
knocked off
noticed-
as well.
I've
Empoleon
noticed
is
a
not-
lot of the Megas
Well,
here
Empoleon
have,
also has terrible form Moosehot Syndrome.
Yeah,
noticed a
I'm
lot
like
of the megas
90% sure it gets knockoff.
Oh, like
What about-
Yeah, it
four
does.
teams just have megas that don't care about webs, or at least in the beginning.
Kinda. Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Oh, because of like Gyarados and Zardex.
Gyarados,
yeah.
Zardex, Diancie can obviously magic bounce them. Beedrill is just so fast that I think it outruns the team regardless.
If Diancie switches into webs non-mega, it has clear body.
This is true.
I don't get how having a clear body stops you from getting sticky webs all over you, but I'm
Hey,
not
man.
a logic man.
Yeah, this team
I
also
don't like-
loses the clear body because Dragapult gets clear body. So Dragapult just destroys this team.
Dragon Ball's, yeah.
I think this team has so much potential, but it gets 6-0'd by so many stuff just because of poor team composition.
Like
if
it's
there was
got like the like the standard type cores down, and I
Yeah.
feel like they just kind of focused on that and like really and try to. I don't know. It's just like they chose a lot of top end stuff, and it's just like it makes the team just lose to so many things because they don't have the slots to fill out the rest of the team that they need.
Yeah, it has like most of the components it needs, but it's just missing a few things. It's missing some speed. It's missing a little more type resistances in general. This team is just missing a
good flying type
few
of
things.
coverage has a field day.
yeah, like I don't know. What's a good flying type? Breakwaza. I think Breakwaza just beats this team immediately.
I also just realized they do not have a water resist. No, they do.
They have Venusaur.
Uh,
Yeah, they have Venusaur and Empoleon.
no, what was it? Fire? Fire, but they've got Mega Venu. No, what was I thinking? My brain's not working. Apparently, I thought they didn't have a water resist, and they have a water. They have 2 water resists. I'm really dumb.
They only have 1 flying resist, and Braveheart is really good.
Yo, Staraptor kind of beats this whole team.
Yeah, Staraptor is actually so solid. Good choice, man. Braveheart.
Or you know, even though I think it went undrafted, Galarian Zapdos, yeah.
Even Halucha. And
Actually, oh wait, like,
Hal-
wait, I've just thought if Galarian Zapdos, like, oh wait, no, just Galarian Zapdos doesn't get affected by webs because it's part flying.
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just run Iron Ball Galarian.
Iron Ball Galarian Moltres in Trick Room.
Yes.
Exactly. Now we're thinking.
Why are we like this?
Are we thinking though?
Dude, I'm
Again,
so
I
glad
think we
that-
discussed this earlier. We all have one brain cell.
I'm waiting for the day when Game Freak finally caves in and they just release a Pokemon that says Auto Trick Room, because that is going to ruin doubles.
Yes, it
Oh
is.
my god.
Even like
I-
we're just. I was thinking about this once. Like even like Trick Room extension was really really
Trick
bad.
Room extension would ruin doubles, yeah.
Yeah.
Same
Ah.
with
You have to give
Tailwind.
up a slot. If you can give up an item slot for Trick Room extension, it's not that bad. Because most of your because
Would
most of your
Dusclops still run a Violet?
I
Yeah.
guarantee you, next
Well,
gen it's going
well,
to be a
that's not-
legendary that auto sets Tailwind, and a legendary that auto sets Trick Room.
I hate that.
I guarantee you. Come back to this video when I'm right.
No, don't.
I don't want to come back to this video when I'm right.
Yeah, yeah. Let's
When
let's
I'm right,
actually
when you're
instead
right.
dox-
I'm right.
Let's actually instead dox Rat.
But yeah, as for this team, definitely on the, I'd say probably bottom 4.
Yeah, I say this team is a little bit worse than the Gengars, because if things do go right, if the Pokemon that need to die, if the defensive core can whittle stuff down, Urshifu and Kyurem are unbeatable, pretty much.
But that's
Yeah.
a lot of ifs.
That's a lot of ifs, and that definitely relies on a lot of things going right for Paraic. That I feel like more consistent teams like Lyrics and Airs and even Windows and Rats to an extent can or take less effort to use right, which is kind of what I gauge a good draft on, is what draft does
Yeah.
the most for you.
Yeah,
It's
like
least
it's
effort
like
to use.
you know, like you don't want to try and force your own draft to work. You don't have to like
Yeah.
the less effort you have to put in to make your draft work, the better it is.
Pretty
The
much.
more natural it feels to you, the better.
Speaking of least effort to put in to make your drafts work, though, the next team we have is the Sydney Scissors, which
Who didn't make that team?
probably the best team in this league. I would say it's like I said, it's close between the Sydney Scissors and the Fireman Finions. But anyway, Sydney Scissors are our next team because I feel like
Are you
we've all
saying-
given our opinions on Shannon Shaman.
Why are you saying scissors?
Huh?
Why are you saying scissors? It's
Sorry,
bad.
Sydney Scissors. There you go, Scissors, Caesars, Skyzers. I don't know.
Caesord.
Anything is better than scissors.
Sydney Scissors, it has Megalopony, Jirachi, Hydreigon, Vaporeon, Torkoal, Venusaur, Mamoswine, Rotom Fan, Beware, and Slurpuff. I
Now,
mean,
first of all, I'd like to say I helped make this.
yeah,
Welcome.
this
You're a monster. Also,
thank
you can tell Rat made it because it's got Rotom Fan on it.
Rotom Fan is really freaking good. It's so all the Rotom forms are so good. I'm surprised. I think only 2 of them went drafted, which is shocking to me.
Yeah, Wash and Fan?
I think it's just Wash and Fan, and then obviously Rotom Ghost, but I don't think Rotom Ghost is that good. Sorry, Rat.
That's fair.
I've used it myself. I've tried so hard to make it work. I just can't. But like Mega Lopunny, one of the best Pokemon in draft. It loves the fact that it has return, or not return. It loves the fact that it has U-turn in close combat now. Just makes it so much more consistent. Jirachi's a really solid utility Pokemon. I think it's more of a utility Pokemon than anything else, with just the fact that Iron Head can be annoying. But like U-turn, Wish, Stealth Rock, Body Slam for paralysis stuff. It's just such an annoying Pokemon, and Steel Psychic is a very solid typing as well.
Yeah.
Optia Hydreigon, which synergizes really well with the Jirachi being resistant or immune to everything that it's weak to, and vice versa. So that's a very, very nice synergistic board between just 2 Pokemon. And of course, Hydreigon is one of the best Scarfers in the game. Draco Meteor, Dark Pulse, U-turn, Flash Cannon, Fire Blast. It's a good, nasty plot.
Vaporeon's good Wish
I'm
support, good bulky, water. Like,
Yeah.
it like starts holding this team together, like, kind of starts filling out the bulk along with Rachi, and then you've got Venusaur Torkoal.
Yeah.
Why?
Venusaur,
I can't escape VGC wherever I go. No matter where I look, it's always Venusaur. I can't escape.
Venusaur kind of surprised me on this team. But I think it makes a lot of sense because, like, just to throw in an accidental Sun Core, plus it helps some other stuff. It helps Hydreigon's Fire Blast a bit, helps Jirachi's Fire Blast a bit too, and it also dissuades certain types. Like, it makes water types less willing to come because, you know, you have the Venusaur there, which is big and scary, so that gives Jirachi and Vaporeon an easier time, or whatever.
I mean, even it gives Mamoswine an easier time.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Mamoswine.
Mamoswine is like baby Kyurem.
It's so hard to switch into.
Yeah, like you look at your team and you go, I have no Mamoswine switch-ins.
No one ever does.
No one has a Mamoswine switch-in ever, and we've already talked about this. I think that no one has ice, like can switch into ice types. We didn't really talk.
Oh my god, you're right.
Like we talked about that. We didn't really talk about that with Kyurem, like on Parik's team, but like I think kind of had more issues with that team. But like with this one, which can like. Which has the bulk and support and also pivoting with like Hydreigon U-turn, Jirachi U-turn, Lopunny U-turn, Flip Turn from Vaporeon. Like you've got so many ways to just get Mamoswine in for free. Of all this was Fish from Fan as well. You've got so many ways to get Mamoswine in for free, and getting Mamoswine in for free is terrifying.
Yeah, like you bring in Vaporeon and they bring in a grass or electric type to counter it, and then you just flip turn into Mamoswine and you throw it in a KO.
Yeah.
For free.
And then like you either read a switch or you're just like, I'm just gonna set for Stealth Rocks and dip.
Yeah, you bring in Lopunny, you click U-turn, you bring in Hydreigon on their Psychic type, you bring Jirachi in on their Fairy type. Like the pivoting on this team, like this team shows why pivoting is so important.
Yeah.
Because you can just click U-turn, flip turn, baton pass, volt switch, whatever you want, just so freely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's without even mentioning the fact that this team has webs.
Team does have webs.
Team, which makes Mamoswine and Hydreigon even better as offensive Pokemon.
And Jirachi! More flinches, baby!
And of course, Beware, very, very good physical Pokemon as well, with also solid bulk and utility for what it is.
I don't really know what Beware does, so...
I do, I've used it before. It hits really fucking hard. That's mainly what it does. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear. I did, sorry. Did you not hear the first 5 minutes of what we talked about? I think swearing, is fine. I mean, you can never be too safe. You know, we're trying to get monetized.
Do you know how many videos of mine are
monetized, though?
Do you know how many videos of mine are monetized? Like, none.
Well, that changes today.
Yeah, Winda doesn't fit the requirements to be monetized, Snom.
Why not?
Wait, that means I could say this. I enjoy tax evasion.
Now you're just getting arrested.
I could say that even if Winda was monetized, Rat.
Oh.
Ludwig is
Anyway,
monetized.
as team top 2, very good.
Yeah,
Hard to switch
probably the best
into.
team. The breaking power is so good. The cleaning power of Lopunny and Venusaur is so good. The defensive core, the pivoting ability is really nice. I'd say the defensive core might be the weakest part. Just because Jirachi and Vaporeon both need Wish to heal themselves, which is really annoying. But like you have two of the most reliable Wish passers in the game. You get them Torkoal and Rotom Fan. And,
Yeah.
like,
I guess
those
removal's
four-
a little awkward.
Yeah, but even then,
Yeah.
you have Torkoal, Rabbit Spin, you have Rotom Fan, Defog, and they both normally want to run those. Plus, you can run Defog on your Hydreigon on a
Yeah.
Scarf set in the last move slot. Considering you can just run Stabs, U-turn, Defog, and that's all you really need.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like it has like few flaws, honestly, but it is still
Yeah.
like such a scary team to go against. Yeah.
Also, I feel like this team is so scary that it gets a lot of opportunities for Slurpuff to be really threatening because like,
Yeah,
you can
you're
run
you're
Common-
prepping for
Yeah.
Lopunny, Hydreigon, and Venusaur, and suddenly just
Swan.
Slurpuff just drops a Belly Drum on you and you lose.
You see it in preview, and you're just like, okay, if it leads off, it clicks Sticky Web, and I probably have to deal with Mamoswine under webs, or it doesn't lead off, and it's Belly Drum, and it can sweep me in the back.
Or it
That's
just
my
leads
shield
off and
back in the week.
it leads off and they expect webs, they switch into something, and then you sub, and then you Belly Drum, and then you win the game.
This team just covers itself so incredibly well.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I've been convinced this is probably the best team in the league. As
Yeah.
much as like Lyrics has got probably like Lyric is probably like the best like overall balance, but like the swing into the offensive direction makes this team probably the scariest to prep for, and I think like saying a team is scary to prep for is like one of the best compliments.
Pretty much.
Yeah. This
So-
team is
This is-
genuinely terrifying to prep for. I really wish I did not have.
Why did you do this to us? It's your fault.
Yeah, why didn't you do this to yourself? Why didn't you give Airstream your fucking team with the stupid Mega Gyarados?
Okay, no, we're not talking. We're not talking. We do not slander Mega Gyarados in this house.
Yes, we do. That Pokemon is awful.
No, it's not. It's amazing.
So
It
bad.
won me a whole league on
It won Rat
I
SPDL.
won a whole league with Skuntank and Aurorus, okay?
Mega Gyarados.
But like the
Good old Moist Umbreon.
could
But I
not
suppose
be-
that is a good segue.
I won a league with Florges and Latias. Those Pokemon are not good. I'm sorry.
Do not. If you. Alright. We can diss Rat's team whatever we want, but if you're dissing Florges in this house, on my channel, no. I literally was going through all my old
Kinda
docs.
bad without hidden power. Without
I
hidden
would-
power, Fortress's offense is pretty shit.
I agree. It's just very passive. But I mean, we already
Offensively,
talked
it's
about
bad.
Florges.
Supportively, it's pretty good. Like,
Um,
I supportively, I just can't get behind it offensively.
I literally like went through all my old docs and found like me like saying on what Pokemon I wanted, and I literally just saw like Florges 9,000% out of 10. So even back when like in the old days of me drafting in Gen 6, I was still like, yeah, Florges is amazing. And that was before it got defog.
Oh yeah, they get default to Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
Yeah.
But then
And that's
again,
honestly
also
one of the
hidden
reasons
power
why I love it
is-
so much now. It's a defogger that isn't weak to rocks. And also
Anyway.
it's just anyway, yeah, let's move on to
Yeah,
The worst,
Gary's
Fat.
really good.
the worst team in the
Next
league.
up is the Aloha Alola Choose, and I'm gonna be more critical of this team than I deserve to because I love Rat. Rat's one of my favorite people, and I know he can take
Thank
it,
you.
and I know he's just not gonna give a fuck. So
Oh yeah. I'm
Tornadoes
too
It's
tired.
my third. It's time for my third favorite UBL mods team.
Oh God, I've got lower down the list now.
alright, so the Alola Alola Shoes, my apologies, has Tornadus Therian, Mega Gyarados, Victini, Nidoking, Bronzong, Rotom Ghost, Aromatisse, Como, Swirlix, Tangela, and Audino. There-
First of all, I need to say, Como was purely there because I forgot we couldn't grab 12 mons.
what?
Nice.
I thought the number of mons we could grab was 9 to 12. Como was just there for roll compression.
I mean, Como is pretty good. I'd say the top 4 plus Como are really good. I think Aromatisse is really good. I think Tangela is pretty good. I think Bronzong is solid. But there's some Pokemon that I'm just like, why are they here? Most notably is Audino and Rotom. I'm like, why are those here? Like, because Aromatisse is already a really reliable Wish Passer,
Yeah. Like
and
it feels like this like the Ordino was supposed to be a dark type.
yeah, like it's supposed to be like just add it with the Rotom to get a better electric.
Moist Umbreon.
Yeah, I'm really not a big fan of Mega Gyarados. I don't think it's that bulky. I don't think it hits that hard. Even after
There's a
the
reason why
upgrade.
we're calling it Moist Umbreon.
It's not like
double check.
statistically it's bulky. Statistically, it's
It would
bulky,
not be
but,
the first time I've forgotten an important type.
but in practice, when you switch in Gyarados and it's weak to Stealth Rock, and then it's still taking Stealth Rock damage, and it doesn't have leftovers, and it doesn't have Wish, it just isn't that bulky.
Yeah.
Like, Umbreon can just Wish Protect, and like it just gets like 70% of its health back in one turn.
I think that is the thing, like, yeah, I guess it's personal preference. The way that we managed to basically work around Mega Gyarados is the fact that its attack is so high that you can invest in bulk and then you're not dying to things.
Yeah.
But also, its attack isn't that high, it feels like. I feel like most of the time, if you aren't hitting stuff super effectively, you aren't doing that much damage in the grand scheme of things. At least that's how it felt when I was using Gyarados. Because, like, I would get to +1, and I'd, like, do Crunch or something, and it'd do, like, 60 to 70%, and it'd be like, oh, that's kind of underwhelming. Because it does that to every Pokemon, so if you're 2-KOing everything, then you are forcing yourself to take hits that you don't need to, and this Pokemon has a lot of weaknesses.
Yeah.
So that gets dicey quick.
Yeah.
Like, being weak to Fairy, being weak to Fighting, being weak to Electric, even being weak to Grass, and of course being weak to Rocks pre-Mega is not good.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, something that I've realized, I don't know if this is a personal preference thing, I really hate Pokemon that are weak to Bug.
Yeah, that's really annoying because U-turn.
Yeah, I've just really grown to, like, Psychic type is, like, grown, like, I love it, but I've also really grown to hate it, because it's weak to Knockoff and it's weak to U-turn. That's so annoying.
I'm so glad Pursuit is out of the game, because Psychic was borderline unusable, it felt like.
Yeah.
Just because every team had U-turn, Knockoff, Pursuit on at least, like, 4 Pokemon.
Yeah.
It was like, there's something you can do.
Well, speaking of Knockoff U-turn, hey, Tornado Spherian.
Yeah.
I will be biased.
Victini and Nidoking are 3 of the best Pokemon in draft.
I personally love Taunty. Like,
Torty is a top 5 Pokemon in my opinion. At the very least top 10, but it's top 5 in my opinion.
yeah.
I genuinely can't believe I got Tornty, Victini, and Nidoking.
Yeah, those 3 Pokemon are all incredible. Tornado's Therian, for those of you who don't know, for those of you who normally watch Winter for Devil stuff, it really does just kind of do everything. It's a decently bulky flying type, it's really fast at base 121. U-turn is really good utility in singles, of course. It gets knockoff, so it gets your items and such. It has regenerator, so it heals itself for free every time it clicks U-turn, which it wants to do all the time. And of course, it does Stab Hurricane, because why not? You know,
Yeah.
it's hard. And if you don't want to deal with that, you can run Acrobatics Storm, which I've actually done before. It's actually not that much of a meme. Plus, it gets good coverage with Heat Wave, Superpower, and Focus Blast.
It can really do it all.
Yeah.
It really can.
And it's like, somehow, like, even though when I used it in GSC Season 2, which I didn't record, which I really wish I did, that season was, like, French Kiss. I love that.
Jet-ski.
Oh, I can't believe that season was French.
Yeah, like, even when I used Taunty, like, I didn't even run Boots on it. Like, Boots are, like, what makes Taunty now, like, even more incredible, because you can run Boots Defog on it, and yeah, Boots Defog on Taunty that can regen is insane. And Taunt, like, Taunt makes this one, like, just a fast Taunter is super nice sometimes.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah.
You taunt, you
It's got
U-turn.
knockoff- It's got
And-
knockoff taunt, which we discussed a little earlier.
Yeah. So this thing's just a nightmare for defensive teams. It has knockoff, has taunt, has nasty plot. Because why not make this thing a good breaker too? Make this good and nice clean. Make this dude a nice cleaner, while also having all the utility you could.
Excuse
want.
me, so bulk up with acrobatics.
Exactly. Bulk up Acrobatics Storm with Citrus Berry.
Yo.
Oh, I actually need to use that.
I've won speed tours with Acro Torn. Everyone's like, why? I'm like, you invested in special defense. You're the one who messed up.
I'd like to say this team also has the budget version of my core, where as I have Registeel Flaunches, they have Bronzong Aromatease.
Yeah.
This is actually pretty true, yeah.
And like even like also like as much as like Tangle's 5 points, Tangle's still a really good Pokemon, and just having a regen core is still like really good.
Has regen, has knockoff, has leech seed, has stun spore, and it forces switches because of those moves.
Yeah. So yeah, this team
And
is still
also-
really good.
We talked about Tornado's Therian being a really good being a really good cleaner because of his 121 speed. Pair that with one of the best breakers in the game, or 2 of the best breakers. You have Victini and Nidoking.
Yeah.
Two
Two mons that
breakers.
are also supported well by webs, which Ice Willix.
Yeah.
The absolute Shad, the behemoth, the destroyer of worlds, Swirlix himself.
Yeah, Victini is one of my favorite Pokemon to use. I've only used it for one season, and that season only lasted for 5 weeks. But you really can just run Choice Scarf, V-Create, and U-Turn, and you can do whatever the hell you want with it.
Yeah. The first week of GSC Season 2, I had to go against it, and I was like, okay, yeah, I can just use my ground type. And then I got told it had Glaciate, and I was like,
Has Glaciate, has Energy Ball, has Grass Knot, shake my hand, good games.
I'm
Has
like,
all the coverage you could ever want and then some.
and I was like, oh, this thing's a problem. Cause like
has
you
Victory Scarf.
you prep for like V-Create stuff, and then it's like starts slapping you with like blue flares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's a very,
the boost
very
game
hard
is
Pokemon
insane.
to prep for, and that with
Wait,
Nidoking,
no.
like, go on.
Mocking with you for that match was one of the big reasons I wanted Victini.
Because you tried Victini and you wanted to like, you were like, this mon's insane.
Yeah,
it really is.
It's so good.
It has so much coverage. Why? You don't bulky water. It has Bolt Strike.
I remember like the team I used it on, it was like Victini, Beedrill, like Mega Beedrill, Greninja. So
Oh.
it's just like I had breaking with Beedrill, I had like forms of breaking with Greninja, and I could also clean with Victini with the Choice Scarf, and I could also clean with Beedrill because it's fast as hell. So
I'm
it's just
saying it now.
this-
I'm going to run V-Create Eject Pack one of these days.
Oh,
Oh
wait,
my-
that actually is that's actually fire.
That's so good.
It really is. It's a fire type move.
Because then you
I hate you.
V-Create, it,
Don't
like,
make me,
into,
don't
like,
make me
a
disconnect
bulky-
you again.
You V-Create into a fire type, you get the eject pack, you switch out, and you go into Gyarados, you set up a Dragon Dance.
Exactly.
That's
Or I
not
can
the
just
synergy.
U-turn like a sane person, but
Yeah.
but that like
Yeah, so-
V-Create's funnier.
I guess like, so like the top end of this team is really good. But like I
also
think it
Como
does
is
fall.
really good. I'm pretty sure we allowed playing with Soul, which I mean I don't see why not. I don't think
No.
Como is that broken with it, but it just makes Como even more versatile.
Yeah.
I in
Pretty
Speedle in the middle division there was this one dude who went undefeated until finals. Como carried him hard, but like he was also really good. A lot of the time he used Trick Room Camera. Mega Camera's not right there.
Yeah.
also-
where are you?
And yeah, no, I
Sorry,
think this
Mike.
draft is like super solid.
I think this is an A tier draft for sure.
I would say A tier, yeah.
I mean, it's just really solid. It has a pretty nice defensive core as well. Bronzong, Aromatisse, Como can serve dual purposes. Gyarados and Tornadus Therian have their own defensive profiles, which is nice. And of course, Tangle is there, which is just healing itself all the time.
Almo, it says in the complex bands can't use Clangorous Soul.
Oh, it can't? Oh. Well, it's
No.
still a decent
Oh, I'm
Dragon
fine
Dance
with that.
Pokemon. It's still a decent DD Pokemon, and it still has nice coverage. Plus, it can run like autotomized special sets. With
Yeah.
plenty
Yeah.
of skills.
Belly
That's great.
drum.
It
Gets
can run
belly
sub
drum.
belly drum. Como is very versatile, which is really nice.
Yeah. And you have,
I
you know,
was-
you have breakers that you can switch in to, you know, mitigate the times 4 failure weakness, you know, Victini and Nidoking.
I will say, this team is actually extremely reliant on Witch Passing for healing up its defensive Pokemon. Like,
That's what I
Bronzong can't
had
heal
too.
itself, Como can't heal itself, Aromatisse can
Even
only heal
Drain
itself with
Punch.
Wish. Same with Rotom. Did you say Drain Punch can heal itself for Aromatisse?
No, for Como.
Oh, I'm like, Aromatisse gets Drain Punch, I know, but please don't ever use it.
Now I have to.
Banded Aromatisse, baby!
If I get locked for playoffs, you know I'm running Drain Punch Aromatisse.
Oh my god.
I didn't even know it had Drain Punch until now. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
yes, it has Drain
Red,
Punch.
just run it against me. You're gonna win anyways.
I'm already
Drain
planning Choice Banded Drain Punch.
Oh my god.
This is why you don't let
Never
Rat,
mind, that's-
like, do anything.
Never mind, that's cringe set. Choice band.
Yes.
Run Choice Specs 252 special adamant. No, that.
Okay,
Alright.
that's not a horror. That's
Is
not
that
a
what you're gonna be
horror.
running with your Swellow?
Don't you dare diss my Swallow. He's a good boy. He has a dream.
I'm going to run Banded Giga Impact on this thing.
Have you guys seen like those articles that's like, with Giga Impact, Takedown, Fly, and Hyper Beam, Staraptor is a great addition to any team.
Oh my god, this thing has Gyro Ball.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
Aromatisse does?
Aromatisse has Gyro Ball.
Let's
Look at
go.
those random moves. It's
Uh,
only
I'm
like
going
special.
Winda, I'm telling you now, I'm going to use Gyroball to deal with Florges.
I don't know whether to scream based or cringe at that.
It's 100% base. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's an aromatisse.
I'm just gonna.
That's why I'm saying
Yeah,
cringe.
so I'm just gonna say now, I'm gonna be cutting this up into 2 parts. I'm gonna stop the first recording here because this is already an hour and a half, and I don't want this to take like
Right.
6 years to upload. So I'm just gonna stop
You're
recording here.
right.
Look out for part 2.
Uh,
Bye.